Now we're coming right to the edge of your life as God. Okay. That's what's meant by nothing I see is real. And because that's true, you can create what you choose to call your reality in the ways I'm beginning to describe. The second of the three affirmations in the triad process. The meaning of everything is the meaning I give it. Wow. Here we go again with power. The meaning of everything is the meaning I give it. Means that nothing has any meaning at all, except what you say it means. And that has given me extraordinary freedom to literally interpret incoming data in such a way that I am empowered rather than disempowered from this moment on. So I can decide what any incoming data, any comment, any experience, any event that's occurring, anything I think or hear or encounter in life, I can decide what that means to me by the simple act of choice, by a simple act of will. And I can, again, I want to mention that I can make that decision based on just the data of my mind or the data of my soul joining with the data of my mind, such that my perspective is enlarged and increased. In a previous lesson, you saw that process happen, the soul logic process. We did that process with a nice lady who joined us in order to experience that process and to show you how it can work. That was a totally unrehearsed, completely spontaneous experience. But you saw what happens when the data of the mind is merged with the insight and the wisdom of the soul. And then you saw the living experience of nothing has any meaning save the meaning I give it. And what happened in that experience with that lady in that previous lesson, and if you forgot that, go back and watch it again. What happened is she decided that the event that she was describing in her life had a different meaning than the meaning she had given it before. And by simply deciding on a different meaning, obviously, her whole experience of the event shifted as well. That's a very empowering insight. And so I want to encourage you to notice that you are in charge of what things mean in your life, that nothing has any meaning intrinsically, or to put it in 2 words that I was given after an out-of-body experience that I had many years ago. Nothing matters. That is, when I got that wisdom, by the way, I woke up out of this out-of-body experience and I was told, nothing matters. And I heard that, by the way, as a voice in my mind. Nothing matters. And I heard that as 2 statements. One, nothing matters. That is, nothing has any meaning in particular, and that I have to cause it to have meaning by throwing meaning on the event. An event is just an event. It's just the rain. It rained outside. It's raining outside. It's just an event. But I take almost like a bucket of paint, you know, just throw it on and color the event with the meaning that I've put into that bucket of paint. So that's the first way that nothing matters occurred to me. Okay, nothing has any meaning except the meaning that I give it. Intrinsically, it carries no meaning at all. It's just what it is, just an event. Now, the second way that nothing matters occurred to me as a piece of wisdom is, oh, nothing matters. That is, nothing becomes matter. That is, nothing becomes physical. Everything is energy, and nothing becomes matter in my life except what I choose to have matter. So I use the word matter as a verb. Nothing matters. That is, nothing becomes material or physical. And when I got that nothing matters except what I say matters, I got right back to where I was in the first of these 3 statements, which is that nothing in the world is real. Or nothing matters except what I say matters. I hope you're getting the nuance of that meaning there, because it's very empowering to know that. When I embraced that notion that nothing matters except what I choose to have matter, I really began living my life as God. I really began selectively choosing what I chose to matter. That is, what I chose to have show up in my life as matter, as stuff, as physical stuff. I also went back to the first meaning. I chose to decide what mattered to me, I mean emotionally, what meant anything important to me, what mattered to me. Both aspects of the double entendre of nothing matters were incredibly empowering to me. And I could hear people make comments about me, for instance, that I could receive in an entirely different way because I could decide what it meant to me. Very empowering stuff. And now the third and final statement of our triad process. And I've got it written down here, so I'm reading these off a piece of paper because I want to say them exactly the way they were given to me by God, okay? I am who I say I am, and my experience is what I say it is. Oh my goodness. I mean, think about that for just a minute. I am who I say I am, and my experience is what I say it is. And no one can decide that for me. And no one can determine that ahead of time.